What's up everybody? My name is Thomas Casarotti and I'm a local realtor with RE/MAX here in Saint-François in Greater Montreal. In this video, you'll find useful information if you may be thinking of moving to Saint-François, located in the island of Laval, north of Montreal. If this is the first time that you see one of my videos and you'd like to know everything about eating, working, sleeping, playing, and living in Montreal or Greater Montreal, this is the right channel for you. So subscribe and tap that bell right next to the subscribe button to be notified each and every time I post a new video. Phone, email, text, or even send me the carrier pigeon. Whatever way you want to get a hold of me, I got you covered. Saint-François is located in the northeast part of the Greater Montreal. You find the island of Laval, which is right above Montreal, north, and all the way to the east you'll find Saint-François. Saint-François has a river on the north, which is the Thousand Island River, and you have the Prairies River on the south. On the west of Saint-François, you'll find in the northwest, you'll find the neighborhood of Auteuil, and on the south part of Saint-François you'll find the neighborhood of Duvernay. Saint-François is the second largest borough in Laval, and it's the least populated. Saint-François has a few main accesses. So from Montreal to Saint-François there are two bridges that mainly will bring you to Saint-François. One is the Pinef Bridge, and the second one is the new A25 highway bridge from Montreal to Laval, which is also called Pont Olivier Charbonneau Bridge. Then you have from the north, coming from Terrebonne south to Saint-François, you have two main bridges. One is the A25 actually that continues, and that is the Pont Lepage, so Lepage Bridge. And the second bridge is the older bridge, which was made a very long time ago. It used to be wood, they destroyed it, they made a new one in 2007 if I'm not mistaken, full metal, which is the Sophie Masson Bridge. You have two main boulevards, which is L'Évêque on the south part, Boulevard L'Évêque, and the north boulevard, which is Boulevard des Mille Îles, Thousand Islands Boulevard. Those two are the main boulevards that actually go all the way around Saint-François. Also, we can talk about two other main avenues, two other main streets. We can talk about Avenue Marcel Villeneuve and Montémasson. Both will actually leave either Duvernay or Saint-Vincent-de-Paul and to go all the way east to Saint-François. The other boulevard that is actually important is called Montée du Moulin, which goes actually will link between the south part of Saint-François, and it will cross all the way vertically north and south, it's both ways, all the way to Boulevard des Mille Îles. So distance from Montreal downtown, Saint-François is located at between 35-minute drive from downtown Montreal. And you can have many ways of reaching Saint-François. You can take either the Highway 40 or the Trans-Canadian Highway 40 and then go up through Pinef or the A25. Or you can go around via the Highway 15, which actually will take a little bit longer because you need to go 15 and then turn into the Highway 440, and the Highway 440 will eventually lead you to Saint-François. The airport is located at more or less 45-minute drive from Saint-François because it's located all the way west of Montreal. So in the west of Montreal, you gotta do a few highways in order to reach Saint-François. Saint-François has many bus lines and public transport. Uh, the north part or the south part, they all are well serviced by the public transport. And you even have buses that will take you directly to metro, the metro stations in Laval as Montmorency or Cartier. Different bus lines will bring you to different metro stations in Laval. And the good thing is that Saint-François also has a direct access to a bus line that will bring you to Pinef Terminus in the north of Montreal, to Montreal North, and it will actually cross on the other side of the river to bring you to the Montreal Island from Saint-François. So it's a very good service for the area of Saint-François, and in my opinion, the reason is because of so many families that live in Saint-François. Saint-François is the second largest borough in Laval, which is in the greater Montreal area, and it is the least populated with less than 20,000 people living in Saint-François as per the census in 2016. The Saint-François area is mostly agricultural and a lot of green spaces, and the beautiful part of that is that you have the feeling of really being in the suburbs of a big metropolis, and actually you're nearby to everything and you're still in the middle of nature. The population is mainly in the south of Saint-François. It's really focused in the south, close to Duvernay. And the rest of the population, you'll find a lot of riverfront, waterfront properties. And these properties will range between the small cottages to really huge mansions. Saint-François is loaded with history and beautiful viewpoints, points of view, because when the first explorers arrived to Laval, they actually arrived to Saint-François in the 1700s. 1700, I think it's 1704. That when the first Saint-François establishment happened. There are a lot of spots where you can actually go visit, and there are little signs that will explain the different history that happened there. As I said before, Saint-François has very little population compared to other neighborhoods in Laval. The population is mainly in the south of Saint-François, next to Duvernay. And you will find a lot of French-speaking. Actually, I think the French-speaking is more than 80% of the population in the case of Saint-François. The good thing about Saint-François is that it has a lot to offer for families, with beautiful parks and many schools and many daycares. And Saint-François also offers a lot of sports like cycling, hydroplane, boat. It has a lot of agriculture and farming, so you have many different activities for the families. So, Saint-François has a lot to offer for people that like to live in it. Here goes a big list of amenities that the neighborhood has to offer. Basically, it has more than 10 daycares. We have many in the south and some in the north part of the Saint-François. It also offers 3 elementary schools, 2 in the south, which is École Primaire L'Escale, and the second one is École Fleur Soleil, so Fleur Soleil School, and these schools are in the south of Saint-François. Saint-François also offers you a hockey arena, and you can actually go skating, and there is hours for public, it's open to the public, and you also have 2 main parks in the south, in the urban area, and a third one also in the south, but actually closer to the point of the island. In the south of Saint-François, you also have 3 parks. One park is the park L'Escale. And the Parc L'Escale is close to the school L'Escale, as I mentioned before, the elementary school. And this park is beautiful. You will have different sports that you can play in the park. But the main park of the south part of Saint-François is the Parc du Moulin. The Parc du Moulin is close to the school Fleur Soleil, and this park is actually multi-sports. You will find a beautiful outdoor swimming pool. You're gonna have tennis fields, you're gonna have baseball fields, you're gonna have basketball fields, you're gonna have soccer fields, and for sure I'm missing some of them. You have a beautiful space. Everything looks impeccable. When we went there, you're gonna see by the images, everything looks beautiful. It's very clean. That's one of the things that I found amazing, is how clean the population actually keeps the place. Further east, you'll have the Parc Saint-Mathieu. And the Parc Saint-Mathieu has also modules for the kids, and you'll find a big soccer field that is available, but that's closer east, on your way to the point of the island. In the north of Saint-François, which is the Parc Hébert, this park is connected to the school Hébert, and it's all together into one place. And it's beautiful, very quiet, very little use. That's one of the things. It was empty when I went. There were some kids playing, but there weren't many people when I went shooting, so I assume that it's a quiet place. Probably school days are a lot busier. Saint-François North, close to Boulevard des Mille-Îles, has a lot to offer for people that love boating. So you have the marina and boat ramps. You have at least 4 boat ramps that I counted, that I saw. So you have many boat ramps available. And you will find that there is also a hydroplane facility for storage and also maintenance. 2 of my favorite points of views are Berge du Moulin and the Berge Olivier Charmonot, which is at the far east. It's the tip of the island of Laval in Greater Montreal. It's the tip east of the island, and you have a beautiful park there, and it has modules for the kids, and it's a meeting point for a lot of bike riders that actually do the tour of the island. It's a beautiful place, and you have really 180-degree views of the junction of the Thousand Island River and the Prairies River. It's beautiful. And far you have also a bridge, which is the Trans-Canadian Bridge. The bridge connects the east of Montreal to Terrebonne as well. This is a long list, so stay tuned, stay with me. Bike rides, sunsets, wildlife photography. This is what people live for in Saint-François. You have a lot of activities. You have more than 5 restaurants in Saint-François, and some of them are very well ranked in the island of Laval in Greater Montreal. You also have the services like a main mall with grocery, renovation stores. You have your pharmacy, bank, hairdresser. You have different services at an outdoor mall. This mall has it's located in the south of Saint-François, and it's very accessible to everybody. Because you have, not too far, you have Montée du Moulin, which is that street that I spoke to you about, that links the north part with the south part. You also find a clinic which is located in the south part of Saint-François as well. You will find a bakery, you will find a gym, a public library. You have, not too far from Saint-François, you have an indoor swimming pool. You have different sports that are available to you. So real estate in Saint-François is very simple. You have bungalows and some cottages, which are, we can say, entry-level, medium-sized properties if we look at the market of Greater Montreal. And you'll find a lot of waterfront properties that some of them are really mansions, and you'll find more than $1 million properties available for sale sometimes. There has been transactions of many hundreds of thousands of dollars, around $1 million. There have been transactions like that in the last few years. So Saint-François has a lot to offer. There are not too many condos. There are a lot of senior homes. I counted 8 senior homes, but there could be more, or there could be a little bit less. but there are a lot of senior homes, a lot of entry level bungalows. You don't have, as I said, condos. You have some townhouses, and you have fairly new constructions as well. A lot of the real estate was developed when you had the new bridge, the Olivier Charbonneau Bridge, which is the Highway 825 that goes from Montreal to Laval. When that happened, there were a lot of developments, and if you look right now, there's still some developments for residential properties. The city of Laval is actually pushing to keep the zoning as is, agricultural, because they find it's a legacy for the island of Laval and for the greater Montreal as well. Somebody that wants to go collect fruits, pick up berries from the fields, they can actually go to Saint-François. Somebody that's looking for dairy products freshly made, they can go to Saint-François. Horseback riding, they can go to Saint-François. So really, the city is giving a huge push in order to keep things as they are. But they have allowed some dezoning and transforming into residential areas. So there are new developments coming in the future. Price points, there will be a video, and the video, I will link it below, that will give you access to a lot of information about the housing market in Saint-François. There will be also links about the market updates of Saint-François. And don't hesitate to subscribe to this channel, because there will be market updates and specialty market videos that are coming your way. In conclusion, Saint-François is a residential area mostly oriented for families or young couples that are thinking of having a family eventually. People will go to Saint-François because they want to have a quiet environment, clean environment, and with most of the main services. If you're looking for affordable housing, Saint-François is a great spot to begin with. You're not too far from downtown Montreal. You have beautiful homes, you have beautiful nature. So in conclusion, if you're looking for a quiet place, then Saint-François will be the place of choice for you. If you're looking to retire, that's another situation in which I would recommend Saint-François. Retirement homes in Saint-François, they're a lot more affordable than the ones in the more urban or downtown areas, and you have a lot of nature, so it makes sure that that new chapter of your life happens in a place that is beautiful, and that you have peace, and that you have plenty of sports and hobbies that you can practice. I hope that you found value in this video about Saint-François and living in Saint-François. Give me a call if you're thinking of buying, selling anywhere in Greater Montreal, and you want to find where will be the next place where you'll want to live. I will love to talk to you. You can either call me, text me, send me an email, or even send me the carrier pigeon. Whatever way you want to reach out to me, I got your back when moving anywhere in the Greater Montreal. So till the next video, I'll catch you later.